The next card is again our child. We meet the child again. As you know, the child is the card for innocence, purity, and for the good and honest company you have. It's also a card for gracefulness, and it stands for all that behavior a well-educated child should have. This card is also, you see here, the child playing, is free, is running in the green. So it shows a very peaceful atmosphere, this card. And it seems that this child is going to, or is having actually a wonderful time. So it's also the card for light-heartedness. Not in that way of the flowers, but in the way like a child, that lightheartedness that a child has got inside, because the child hasn't already known life trouble, problems, much hurt, and is not getting hurt by others. So that is here all to see in this card, and it's always a hint to see that this card shows how something is seen out of the sight of a child, with the eyes of a child. Sometimes, in a more negative sense, this could be also be naive, but in common this is more this, yes, this being like a child, this feeling you have when you have a lucky childhood. And you see here, often the child is facing a direction. And it is said that in the eyes of the child you see the truth, or the child tells always the truth. So this is your strongest card to see there, to find the truth. Also, this card is here for making things smaller. For example, problems. With the child, problems can be smaller. With the house is a small house, or a smaller house. With money, it's less money or little money, it's not that much. There are other cards that show, of course, the abundance, but the child is showing that there is less. Also in time, the child is showing that we don't have a lot of time, for example. So these are some new aspects for this card that you can add to the older ones. And soon we are going to add more meanings for this card. Oh, but for this card I don't think yes, there will be some meanings in the modern part of the course, but now you get something more about the child. If you want to know something, feel free to ask.